David Leddick, another edition of Come On Out with David Leddick. We're at Balin's Restaurant, which is kind of my office here in Miami Beach. And today I'm going to interview Gama, who's a pal of mine. And Gama is a very interesting person in that he is a mixture of both being he's a medical personality, plus he is working in the arts, and he has really come to Miami Beach to be part of the art world here. And I'm going to ask him our standard 3 questions. So, Gama, when did you first kind of realize that you like guys better than gals?
I think during childhood, growing up, I was always more fond of the company of boys than the company of girls. So it was always sort of very easy for me to prefer activities that had to do with boys.
Did you have any romantic idols? And I always tell you, I love Flash Gordon, who is a comic strip personality.
You know, I think it's a funny question. In the magazines, back in I think the 70s and 80s, Jim Palmer, who was a baseball player,
modeled underwear.
He
was very sexy.
Yeah, modeled underwear for jockey.
Yes.
And I think when I first saw those ads, something was triggered in me. So I think
Jim Palmer made me gay.
Maybe. I think my dad used to be subscribed to Tennis magazine, and then there were always Jim Palmer ads in those magazines. So I used to take the Tennis magazine, but I wasn't really looking so much about the tennis.
So how would you say, when did you kind of act on it? Not that you had sex or anything, but you kind of did something that made you feel, okay, I do really like guys, or a guy. How old were you?
I was actually pretty old compared to, I think, what kids now usually. I was already in my early 20s. And it was in school, and it was a friend who sort of came on to me, and in the beginning I was very surprised. I didn't expect it, but eventually I sort of was very curious about
with somebody that you went to school with?
Yes, someone I went to school with, and we were at a party, and he sort of started being physical or touching me, and I just felt like a window had opened or a door had.
Maybe this would be okay.
Yes.
Did you have girlfriends before that?
Oh yeah, I dated women until even after I already started having sex with men. I was dating women for several years. My last girlfriend I had was in 1997, so I was already 27 years old.
And so when would you say you kind of officially are a gay guy in the eyes of the world?
I think after I broke up with my girlfriend in 1997.
And did you kind of have to tell your parents, or what?
Eventually, I did tell them.
Where were you, in Boston at that time?
I was in Boston.
In school. Still going to school?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Very interesting. Now he's here in Miami. He is not available, my friends. So you have to. This is Gama. Thank you. Thanks a million. Very good. Thanks a lot. See you next week. Be careful out there.